Good morning, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. It is Friday. Finally, we are coming up on the weekend. I love the weekends. Mostly because it seems like I get more productive stuff done around the house. Absolutely have no plans on my weekends. I always just try to stay home the entire weekend, cook a meal, do dishes, that type of stuff. So it is Friday, and today's video I wanted to do about a comment. It started out, I woke up yesterday, and the first comment that I seen came up, and I looked at it real quick, but I didn't want to reply to it right off because I wanted to put a good reply to it. And then I said, you know what, I kind of want to make a video on it. And then today, when I was having lunch with somebody that we were discussing precious metals and stuff, he had asked me a question of what's better, coins or rounds. Now, he was brand new to this, did not have a whole lot of terminology on what a silver round is, what a bullion is, what a generic round, sovereign coin, that type of stuff. So we got talking, and I know his position. He's not, he doesn't seem like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a budget stacker. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm on a budget, I think. I try to stack weight and stuff, and, you know, he's the type of guy, in my opinion, that would have no problem buying American Silver Eagles if that's what he decided he wanted. But one of the things that I've noticed with people like this is a lot of time they never want to sell anything, ever. They're in it for the long haul, and I've heard this come up with a lot of subscribers that say, I've never sold an ounce and I never plan on it. So this kind of ties into the comments when you tie them together of what is your favorite piece and what's the story behind it and this and that. So probably about 5 years ago, I would say, I did a video on my best 5 pieces. They weren't the best, they weren't the richest, they were just my favorite pieces. And I said the story behind them. There was a YouTuber that started a show your best 5 challenge, and everybody, all the YouTubers basically got together, showed their best 5, and that was how it played out. And then my son ended up doing one, and they were nice. But here's the thing, I'm not really attached to anything. Anything you see, anything I have, if I can make a trade for it and somehow get a couple extra ounces, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the ounces. Do I try to make money? I don't generally try to make paper money because, like I've said in numerous videos, paper money will eventually go to zero or become worth a whole lot less. As you guys have seen in numerous videos, I've showed, you know, think of the guy that had $1 million and now it's worthless. And I get the hate comments that say, you know, you can't, the US dollar, that could never happen to. We're the most powerful country in the world. Why would anybody stop using dollars? I could go into that, but that's more for another video. So the first part of that is I have no favorite coins. I have nothing that's favorite. Everything I have, if I can get more, I'm willing to take more ounces for it. Now, with that being said, I've been stacking for a while. And I have a firm belief that the amount of ounces that you can acquire if you're on a budget like me, you guys know I'm retired military, so I am on a budget. You might not think I am because you see a lot of stuff sometimes. Sometimes you've seen me maybe open up an amazing package that just seems like, wow, that is a huge package. And it may be, but it may be mine. It may not even be mine. I help a lot of people get into silver. I talk to a lot of people, and for each of these people, the stacking journey may be a little bit different. My opinion, I'm not a collector. I'm not a collector as of right now, only because I'm a firm believer that getting a lot of weight under your belt is probably going to be a key thing. It could be a key thing if what I believe will happen could happen. Now, it was kind of funny because I tell you guys my conservative viewpoint, which is we're easily going to see $100 silver. And as for gold, I mean, yeah, gold might go to 4,000. I believe this year we're going to see gold hit 2,500 easy. And silver, I believe this year we should easily see, I would think we would see, $35, $40 silver. Easy. Those are my conservative things. But eventually, the BRICS is going to make an actual move on the U.S. dollar. It hasn't happened yet, but you know what? Sometimes a lot of planning before you do something pays off greatly. And if they go in and they do something I guess I can say half-ass. If they half-ass do it, the truth of the matter is it's probably not going to pan out right. That's why they've been copying a lot of the stuff we've done. And now they're actually fixing, the BRICS banks is fixing to make up a bunch of bonds that countries that want to invest in the BRICS can give the country's money to the BRICS bank, and the BRICS bank will give them bonds to hold. Now, why is that important? Because now the BRICS bank will have everybody's money, the Chinese yuan, the Indian rupee, the whoever wants it, the Russian ruble, whatever. And they're going to hold these treasuries, but here's these bonds. But here's the thing. What do you think they're going to do with that money? Realistically, the first thing I believe they're going to do with all that money, they say it's going to be for infrastructure. And yes, I do believe infrastructure of their BRICS banks and the BRICS program will come into play. But I also believe they're going to be buying a lot of gold. I believe they're going to be picking up a lot of gold. And eventually when they make the move and they keep integrating more and more countries to use it, I think when they make that move, we're going to see something drastic. And someone left me a comment today and said, I think they're going to reevaluate gold to $10,000 and silver to $250. $250 is actually, ironically, the exact number that I have heard multiple times and expect that we could see. $10,000 gold, $200 and $250 silver. Now, someone out there is going to be like, wait a minute, that's 40 to 1. That's right. It would be 40 to 1 on that ratio. I believe they are suppressing the silver to a low number right now, intentionally. And a lot of us are convinced. We saw an amazing run up on gold last year. I mean, gold did phenomenal. So we didn't see that with silver. All that did was discouraged a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, both online and in person, and I'm hearing people say, you know what, I'm thinking gold. I want more gold. I want more gold. I like gold. I'm thinking about buying more gold. And I'm not going to tell someone what to do. All I'll do is say, hey, this is what I think could happen. What do you think of that? And then I listen to their thoughts, but usually it always comes back around to, I don't know. I mean, look what happened to gold last year and look what happened to silver last year. I read the comments when I post up a short video. What do you like better? Gold, silver? A lot of the subscribers to the channel will say silver, but a lot of them want gold too. So a lot of them will say both. And if you've got the financial money to do both, well, that's great. But a lot of people, they are on a strict budget, so they have to kind of roll into silver. And with that being said, if you believe something like that is going to happen, or you think that's possible that could happen, then maybe you would want more silver, more weight, get more ounces under your belt. It is great to have American Silver Eagles. I had a chance to pick up some. Is that them? Nope. I had a chance to pick up some the other day on this. I kind of bite a little bit for not taking the deal. If I have one here, I was going to show you guys one. I'm moving. Let me see here. Give me one quick second. I thought I had an eagle here. Yeah, I do have an eagle here. So for those of you that don't know, American Silver Eagle, I had a chance the other day to get 5 of these. You ain't going to believe this. $26 a piece. And me and my son both put our order in. And plus I'm helping someone else now pick up some. And he has the attitude that he just needs some ounces under his belt. And he's priced them up at some of the bigger companies. And he wants weight, but he really loves these. He loves the Eagles. And when we had talked about it, he's like, you decide for me. And I talk a lot of my orders with my son. My son said, you know what? I want the generic, but I also want some Eagles. I like the Eagles. It's worth the little extra premium when you can get a deal on it for that. Now, at the time, silver had dropped down to like $22 and maybe 50 cents, maybe 22.50, 22 and a quarter, something like that. So, you know, $3.50 over spot versus a generic ounce for $2 over spot. I'm looking at that as 5 of them, an extra $1.50. I'm saying, you know, you're talking $7.50 more. I turned it down. I regret that a little bit, but I turned it down because I'm really trying to get some ounces under my belt, because I'm honestly scared. Even though you see a lot of stuff, you see stuff in front of you, I'm still scared. Are we ever really prepared? You know, I saw a comment, and I'm going to do a video on this comment, that it was from a video I did, I think, yesterday. It said, you know, I'm going to be real with you. 95% of your subscribers are not going to make it through a major event. They're not going to survive it. A major event. We're talking, you know, a total power grid collapse, something major. And that scared me a little bit. And the guy was not being mean about it. I did not take that at all. I mean, he even said, and I put myself in that category. You know, I thought we've talked a lot on the channel about prepping, preparing. I don't think it will be the end of the world if something happens. I think that if you've got, and I'll say this to the end, if you've got precious metals, you will be able to trade them for food, I believe. Because someone butchers a whole cow, I mean, what are they going to do with it? I can't keep a whole cow. If I get a cow, let's say I have one in my backyard and I butcher it, I can't eat it all. I'm not just going to throw it away. I'm not going to let it rot. I probably would know, me personally would know enough to preserve, especially since I've got probably 50 or 100 pounds of salt in my storage unit. In Mylar bags. I mean, it's a 5-gallon bucket Mylar bag, oxygen absorber. It will be rock hard by the time I open it, but that's okay. I can chisel it, grind it, and it will be back as salt. However, a lot of people don't know how to do all that, and they don't have the salt. And depending on where you are in the U.S., it might be a little difficult for you to even make salt or get salt. So that's something else to think about. So I want to do a video on that in the future. But the key thing that I want you to kind of take from this is, you know, I would want to stack weight if I was you. But each person can be a little bit different. Collectibles are cool. I'll be honest. I mean, I talked to Chris over at Universal Coin and Bullion. The top coins that they monitor have done phenomenal for collectability and prices. They just keep going up every year. Can that last? Who knows? Each person's going to have to make their own decision on collectability versus bullion. So with that being said, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I got to wrap it up only now because I can't go over 13 minutes and 35 seconds, I think it stops. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys again next time on Tsquare Talk. Y'all have a great day. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think below.